Pakistan's progress is bringing good governance. You can't achieve anything unless you bring good governance. So therefore, we introduced an efficient, depoliticized and totally honest, corruption-free governance in Pakistan. And because of this, we turned around the economy of Pakistan. Let me tell you, Pakistan is no more a country which is near default. Our economy is doing very well. In that, we have registered a growth of over 5%, 5.1%, and I'm sure we'll touch 5.5% this year. We have major corporations like the steel mill or the Pakistan International Airlines or the Pakistan National Shipping Corporation or the railways, Pakistan Railways. These were all drowning and now they are all in profit and they are all progressing very well. In that, this National Shipping Corporation, which we would have liked to sell it off for $1, is making billion, and we have just bought 3 tankers. We are changing the entire fleet. The steel mill, which was in doldrums, is going to expand. Now we are expanding the steel mill. The railway, which was totally gone, has a brand new look now. So we have changed things around economically. We are very glad to do that. Pakistan is an extremely investor-friendly country now. We have taken measures. We have introduced investor-friendly environment into Pakistan. We have introduced laws and rules which make investment more profitable. We have reduced the cost of doing business in Pakistan. So the investment environment in Pakistan is certainly very conducive from a win-win point of view to the investor as well as to Pakistan. I know that all the foreign investors in Pakistan, who are more than 600 firms in Pakistan, have made a profit of 20 to 60% last year. Now that is not a mean profit at all. We don't grudge them that as long as Pakistan also gains. So therefore, investment-wise, I think Pakistan is a location which you need to examine as a hub, as a center, as an industrial base for projecting it into the region. Pakistan is the one country which has contributed the maximum. No other country of the world has contributing as much to meeting the challenge or reducing the strength or putting Al-Qaeda on the run.
Thank you, Vikram, and let me also thank all the organizers, the Global Agenda and the Pathfinder group, Mr. Vikram Sehgal.
Pakistan, as most of you know, is a country in the news, a country of 150 million people, located in a part of the world which is always attracting attention. For reasons known to everybody, we are located in a part of the world where South Asia, Central Asia and the Middle East cross each other. So there we are in a very pivotal position, looking at the world, and our vision of Pakistan, the way we look at Pakistan going forward, is a moderate, vibrant Islamic country located at this very important part of the world, which is serving and will serve as the anchor of peace and stability in the region. We are looking ahead with a lot of energy, a lot of vigor and a lot of enthusiasm. Looking at Pakistan today, let me start by saying that the Pakistan of today and tomorrow is not the Pakistan of yesterday.
Vikram Sehgal, ladies and gentlemen, it's indeed a pleasure for me to be here for the second time. I keep talking to everyone to draw investment into Pakistan. One of the factors is this, that profitability in Pakistan is very high. I know about 600 to 700 companies in Pakistan, each one of them making a profit of between 20 and 50%, some even making more than 50%. This is no mean achievement, and we don't grudge them that as long as it's a win-win for all sides. But more than that, I keep telling the investors to draw them in, and I'm sure there are some sitting here also, that Pakistan offers great advantages. Pakistan is a large country of 156 million. Pakistan ought to be seen as a hub in that region.
I would like to thank our dear friend and member Ikram Sehgal for hosting this traditional breakfast. I'm always amazed at the talent, but I know the recipe. Everybody likes him. He's such a nice person, and everybody's interested in Pakistan, so that's a very good recipe. I'd like to welcome all of you to this traditional breakfast. I think it's the 5th time in a row. Pakistan for us is a country with which we have worked for over 2 decades now. So we have followed Pakistan's economic progress, difficulties. We have shared the sorrow of the last earthquake, but we are very proud to be associated with Pakistan.
Thank you, Ikram, for arranging once again a really eminent gathering of Davos attendees. We from Pakistan certainly consider the forum as an excellent medium to express views, meet people, and really present the Pakistan story to the world. Pakistan, as most of you know, ladies and gentlemen, is a country in a very unique location, which in today's world gives it a lot of challenges and a lot of opportunities. We are located at the crossroads of South Asia, the Middle East, and Central Asia. And our immediate neighbors are China, India, 2 major countries, and we have Afghanistan and Iran, 2 countries always in the news. We, of course, across the waters of the Gulf, Pakistan is an attractive destination for investment, local and foreign. And this year would be the highest ever foreign investment in the history of the country. We think we'll comfortably cross $5 billion in a country where when we came in, the investment was $300 million per year. Now we'll go to $5 billion, and I think we could even go higher. Investment is coming from everywhere. We passed the law which has given women rights which they should have had anyway. Phase 2 of this is coming, and this has made a major difference. The women of Pakistan are happy, the people of Pakistan are happy. Let me tell you some other breakthroughs on the gender side. For the first time in our history, we have women cadets in the Pakistan Military Academy, 30 or 40 of them. And this is the first time they've ever had women there, and they'll be graduating soon. I was at the Air Force Academy a year ago, and I was surprised and pleased to see our first batch of 6 fighter pilots who have now graduated, and they are flying the latest fighter aircraft in Pakistan, and so on and so forth. We're doing a lot for women, but there's a long way to go. Women education, women empowerment, and above all, giving them an economic or an income-producing capacity.
Let me express my gratitude to Ikram Sehgal, my friend, for arranging this breakfast. This is the 3rd time I am addressing a gathering here at such a breakfast get-together. So thank you very much, Ikram. Pakistan is a population of 160 million people, growing fast. Profitability in any investment in Pakistan has increased to the extent that there are about 700 companies functioning in Pakistan, foreign companies. They have made profits of up to 60%, and you will be surprised that is the reality. Some have made profits of over 50%. I don't think you can make profits in double figures anywhere in the West. But here, because the demand-supply gap is so much, and because the purchasing power is so much, this is the detail of the profitability in Pakistan. There is investment coming in. We consider Pakistan as a trade and energy corridor. Why I say that? Because there is no possibility of any trade and energy interaction between these regions who each want to interact with each other is possible without Pakistan. Just not possible without Pakistan. So therefore, Pakistan is a hub, and Pakistan must be treated as a hub and not a standalone country. So any investment in Pakistan means you are at the center of all this region.
Our friend Ikram Sehgal, thank you for the introduction, Ikram. And he's our partner in Pakistan and a good friend of ours. We're delighted to work with him on this issue.
Mr. Ikram Sehgal, I'm really grateful to our host who has provided me this opportunity early in the morning to get this opportunity to express my views in your presence. In fact, I'm really grateful for the host for promoting Pakistan since a long time, and they are our ambassadors. They are working for Pakistan, and I, on behalf of the government of Pakistan, pay tribute to them for organizing such a wonderful gathering. In fact, this gathering is from all walks of life, and in the World Economic Forum, I had the opportunity of, on the sidelines, I had the opportunity of inviting the business community over a lunch. I had the opportunity of inviting the media people across the whole world, and we had a lot of discussion with them. And I had the opportunity of meeting the world leaders as well. And I think this is a golden opportunity on the World Economic Forum. On the sidelines, you get plenty of opportunities like this. There are a lot of people that discuss about Pakistan, but they forget about this, that Pakistan is a very successful state and all their institutions are working under the ambit of the Constitution. We are moving towards the right direction. Therefore, now there are a lot of opportunities. Strategically, we are located in a position where we have the access to Central Asia, and we have the ports like Gwadar, and that's the opening for the Central Asian Republic, and we have made it operational. Very recently, we had made it operational, and I think that would be extremely beneficial for the country, and as a port, it's extremely important. We have got a very friendly policy regarding power policy, and one should take the maximum benefit out of that policy as well.
I'd like to give that over to you, Imran. For you to start. I don't think I have much to add to Sushanth other than to say my childhood hero is here, and it's an honor for me to share the stage with you, Imran.
Ikram, thank you very much, because this is the first time I've been here. I've heard a lot about the World Economic Forum, and this is my first opportunity to meet such varied people from different backgrounds. We have 180 billion tons of coal discovered in Pakistan, which translates into more energy than Saudi Arabia, Iran and Iraq put together. We have copper reserves which have been discovered in Balochistan, and probably the best copper reserve discovered in Waziristan right now. We have massive gas discovery in Kohat. Pakistan is also located next to India, one of the biggest emerging markets, biggest markets in the world, and China. So it is ideally located from that point of view, and plus all the energy reserves of gas from Uzbekistan to Turkmenistan, Iran, they are all bordering Pakistan. Ikram, thank you very much. And ladies and gentlemen, it's a pleasure to speak to you about this extremely exciting time in Pakistan. What you see in the Middle East happened through the social media. What you're seeing in Pakistan is at a scale which none of you fully still comprehend, and I don't think many Pakistanis comprehend. It is a change at a massive scale that is taking place for two reasons. One is because of social media, 70% of our population being under 30. But secondly, because of the vibrant electronic media. We have the most popular programs are the prime time current affair programs. So for the English sitting here, if you can imagine 8 Paxman programs going on at 8 p.m. the prime time. So imagine this has been now going on for 5-6 years. So the level of political awareness in Pakistan is unprecedented. Ikram, thank you very much for making me do this hat trick. 50% of the population in Pakistan is under the age of 25. So if we invest in them, this is our biggest resource. If we don't invest in them, this could actually be the biggest disaster. I mean, we don't need any enemies. this in itself, this mass of uneducated population, no jobs, no skilled workers, this is going to be our biggest challenge.
Pakistan is very strategically located. It can be a bridgehead for trade, commerce, for transportation, for energy sources, across linking South and Central Asia and the Middle East. And one of the positives that has come out in recent times has been the sort of activization of the Pakistan-China corridor, which really builds on Pakistan's strategic location and the benefits that it can have for China to access the Middle East and beyond through Pakistan.
Ikram, thank you for inviting me. Ikram is a great long-term friend. Ikram and I have had some very good times together. If you read his book that he'll pass out after this, you'll realize Ikram's a very good helicopter pilot. And he flew the helicopters in the Army. So Ikram comes to visit, and I said, well, I'll surprise him. And so we picked him up at DFW Airport. I put him right into the helicopter in the front seat. I said, okay, good luck. And after 40 years, Ikram took off and flew very well. I was terribly impressed. He has not lost his touch at all with being a good helicopter pilot.
I think there is a tremendous opportunity over here for the government to focus on the youth in terms of further job creation, in terms of education, both primary, secondary, but then also in terms of higher education. I think Pakistan can truly be on the path towards greatness.
We have, as I said, we have crossed a lot of mileage, and right now, I think global, recognition of our turning around is very much there. We work on merit, transparency, good governance, and there's no tolerance for any corruption or scam. We are moving towards the goal of better recovery in the years ahead. Prime Minister has very clear roadmap for the growth trajectory and the job creation. So these are the few words I would like to share with you. I'm sure way ahead you would love to do business in Pakistan. Those of you, I can see many of you do have a lot of exposure overseas.
Let me, on behalf of my delegation and on my own behalf, express my gratitude to the Pathfinder Group and Mr. Ikram Sehgal for hosting this important event with prominent business leaders, intellectuals, academics, and diplomats. Our vision is of a Pakistan which is business friendly, a Pakistan where foreign investors feel safe and secure, and a Pakistan which is modern, progressive, and forward-looking. I invite you to be our partners in realizing our vision for Pakistan. I invite you to avail of the many exciting opportunities for investment in Pakistan in sectors such as energy, telecom, infrastructure, urban development, agro-industry, and textiles. I assure you that my business-friendly government will extend all possible assistance to you in your business endeavors in Pakistan.
This is a great event for us, great event for Pakistan, and certainly, at the World Economic Forum, it's considered a marquee event because of what the General has done. Pakistan today is a safe and secure place because of this gentleman's efforts, along with the government of Pakistan and the armed forces.
I'm really grateful, and I'd also like to thank Mr. Ikram Sehgal and his entire team and his family for giving me this opportunity to come here to Davos and especially this breakfast meeting. Pakistan is a very dynamic country. It can work under adverse conditions. It has a vibrant youth and a very capable youth, and has, I think, all what is required for progress. And I think Pakistan has done enough in this fight against terrorism. We have achieved a lot, and I think we have contributed a lot towards global peace. And our neighborhood is becoming safe. We hope that things would improve in Afghanistan and the situation on our western borders would improve. This China-Pakistan economic corridor would start rolling, and more cargo and more ships would come to port of Gwadar. And my best wishes and prayers for my country, and I'm sure that with the passage of time, Pakistan's true potential would come forward, and we as a peace-loving and a progressive nation, we would, inshallah, come on the map of this world as a country to reckon with. And our prosperity, I think, with the stability coming in, this prosperity is just round the corner. And I salute the martyrs of Pakistan who laid their life for the motherland and also for global peace. I also take a lot of pride that I have commanded the most battle-hardened army of the world as I look at it, and salute my countrymen for their support. And it has been you can say, a whole of nation approach to fight this menace of terrorism.
Pakistan is on its way to becoming energy independent. Policies of this government have ensured that we are on our way to peace and prosperity.
And I'm grateful to the Pathfinder group and Mr. Ikram Sehgal for getting us all together. And I'm also grateful to you for the Pakistan Pavilion. I think that's a major achievement and it should continue. Pakistan had put in about 20,000 megawatts of power, of which about 10,000 was hydel and 10,000 was fossil fuel. We've added 10,400 of most efficient power, including a lot of renewables. For the first time, we also added some coal to diversify the energy mix. The third coal development is a model of provincial federal cooperation, and that continues to happen. And it will be one of the major sources of energy in the future. Pakistan continues to solve its problems. The world also appreciates that it's a large country, it's a large market.
I'd like to welcome you to the annual Pakistan breakfast at the World Economic Forum. It's been a tradition long and cherished for almost 18 years. What really is needed is an investment in science and technological areas which will make Pakistan leap forward. And really in these particular aspects, artificial intelligence, let me assure you, will be a true game changer for developing countries because they will be able to now rapidly grow and move faster and develop in a way that brings it on par with the developed world. And I truly believe that if investment is made in these areas, Pakistan will be on its way to a very bright future.
Thank you for cultivating this great long relationship between the World Economic Forum and Pakistan. It's an amazing relationship, an amazing partnership that we have. And Ikram, I think you've been driving this story for the World Economic Forum in Pakistan, I understand, over 25 years. So I think it's one of the unique partnerships that we have around the world.
Thank you once again, Sehgal Sahab, for giving me the opportunity and to be among the crowd over here. Sehgal Sahab, it's again an opportunity for me to be here. And it's an honor to be representing my country over here on behalf of Government of Balochistan and on behalf of Government of Pakistan. Pakistan has a very good human resource which is quite well as compared to many other regions in the world. We have to keep that smile for Pakistan and we are quite optimistic. There's a lot of opportunity for our business communities, the people who are sitting over here. Pakistan is a great country to invest in. And I've seen people coming into hydrocarbon industry, coming into pharmaceutical companies, and coming in Pakistan. A lot of foreign companies are there. They're functioning in Pakistan for the last many years.
I know the Prime Minister talks about the mountains a lot because that's his favorite thing, but down south there are wonderful beaches. You go towards the beautiful marine blue water, pink sands of the sort that people spend thousands of dollars to go to European resorts and resorts in the Caribbean, and we have it all. And what has been lacking? One single thing: governance. And that's what the Prime Minister has brought.
I'd like to give special thanks to the Pathfinder Group for hosting this event for 12 years now, and more recently joined by Martin Dow. It's very helpful to be able to bring so many people and give them a much richer and better understanding of Pakistan and Pakistan's role in the world.
First of all, let me thank the Prime Minister for being here for the fourth time, thrice in the opposition, and now in his own right as Prime Minister.
I would like to thank Mr. Ikram Sehgal. He is instrumental in getting me here. This country has more potential than any other country. Reason why this country has so much potential?
Because the best resource are the people. We have dynamic people. I mean, I give you an example. When I used to be playing cricket, India is 7 times the size of Pakistan. We regularly thrashed them. Pakistan had squash players with there were more squash courts in Oxford University. Pakistan had 2 squash champions for 10 years each. Our hockey hardly financed to anything. We had always the talent. People of Pakistan not just had the talent, we had the resources. I mean, since I've been in power, I'm amazed what the resources the country has. Just out of the 14 copper and gold fields we have in Reko Dick, just 2 of them. And guess who told me this foreign company which we are in litigation against, this chairman, I was speaking to him, he told me, he said, do you realize that these 2, the blocks, the profit is $100 billion. Just the profit of 2 blocks.
I think the idea is Pakistan is at a crossroads right now. It's at a precipice. It is a country that is screaming for investment, infrastructure, energy. I could talk about the startup scene that's in Pakistan. Over 300 million invested in startups last year. Over 100 million in the first 3 months of this year alone. So and that is nothing. It is a drop in the ocean. If I tell somebody, that this is how much the Pakistan startup scene, they'll be like, well, why isn't it more? And I think this is where somebody like you plays a critical role. I'd like to now introduce our chief guest, the youngest foreign minister of Pakistan, Bilawal Bhutto Zardari. He is the chairperson of the PPP. He has a rich family legacy, but I will not dwell too much on it because I think the focus should be on him today and the achievements that he has had to date.
It is a pleasure to be here at Davos, particularly at this Pathfinder breakfast. I've had the opportunity to visit once before and have always been very impressed with the Pakistani business community's efforts to represent Pakistan and promote our potential. Pakistan has the potential to be a beacon of growth, not only for its own citizens, but to unlock untapped potential, economic potential in our region.
We have the 6th largest coal reserves in the world and it's untapped. So we do not want to use up all the coal reserves for energy. But then this is the hour in order to provide electricity in Pakistan. We've started developing these coal reserves and generating electricity from it. At the same time, Zafar just mentioned, water in the presentation, we've got 70% of natural gas in Pakistan. It's fast depleting. We're currently importing gas, but the potential is there. There are more reserves of light gas in there, which can be utilized. We've got a wind corridor with the potential to generate 50,000 megawatts. We've got unlimited capacity for developing solar power in the province.
The minister has been tireless in her efforts from going from forum to forum, from going to country, to raise not just awareness but real funds for Pakistan. And in the recent Geneva conference that took place, your success was very apparent.
I'd like to pay a small debt of gratitude to the Sehgal group family and the Pathfinder group, friends of Pathfinder. It is really, really gratifying to see every year, year after year, a Pakistani event with regularity. Good news is we still have the largest man-made irrigation system in the world intact, but that's in the plains of the Punjab. There's hope wherever there's darkness. That is human nature. We innovate, we put our shoulders to the wheel, and we cannot give up. In the challenges must we find opportunity, and that opportunity is to rebuild better. Not just a bumper sticker, build back better, but actually do it with coherent plans that strategically intervene through the provinces, and we are setting up a recovery unit that the federal government will manage, because the donors also come through us. So that is how we are working this. We are rebuilding with a hope towards making sure that the next crisis doesn't occur while we are rebuilding, but it will. It will. This is nature's war now, back on us.
It's a privilege to host not just you, but members of your government at a forum like this, so that you can tell the Pakistan story effectively, so that people understand why we remain a great place to invest.
The Pakistan Pavilion is going to be celebrating this year its 20th anniversary at the World Economic Forum. I'm going to invite Dr. Urs Lustenberger, the president of SACC, the Swiss Asian Chamber of Commerce, to give a few notes.
It's been a long time that we have been hosts of Ikram and his Pathfinder group, and we have always enjoyed his hospitality very much.
And just to say that the specific thing that you're doing here, it's called Asan Mobile Account. It's been tremendously successful. We're very happy that you're part of that initiative and you're helping us make a difference in Pakistan and in the world.
We're very proud to have VRG and the Pathfinder Group part of this this great coalition, and I would like to commend you on reaching 10 million bank accounts open through the Azan Mobile Scheme. We've participated and collaborated quite a bit. We ran a spotlight day where we invited the entire Edison community.
I'm so grateful to Ikram Saab for his personal involvement and giving me initial introduction to World Economic Forum a few years back, when I was relatively less known. And here I was in this breakfast audience a few years back, and I was just thinking about this transformation, what has happened. Ikram Saab has been very generous to me in personal capacity, has always introduced me to different forums, and I've always benefited from his advices and suggestions. So thank you so much, sir. Pakistan is a great country. Why? It has a population of 240 million people at its backyard. The whole of Central Asia lies there, which is landlocked, and of course it is looking to have connectivity through Pakistan. Midway, yes, Afghanistan is there, and as Iqbal has said, that it is the heart of Asia.
You have to accept that the army has a role in Pakistan. That army has a role in Pakistan is not in governance, right? But the point is that its role must be recognized as a corrective course, without intervening. I have been saying this time and again. I said Pakistan is because the Pakistan Army is. The Pakistan Army is because the Chief of Army Staff is. The Chief of Army Staff, I may like him, I may dislike him. I may like his views, I may dislike his views. But he is the Chief of Army Staff. We cannot afford to say or do anything that denigrates his position, that undermines the authority that he wields. We have the finest working manpower in the world. We need to actually get the best out of them. And the best out of them is the way that we can, share our experiences, our comforts, our wealth, whatever, in whatever way you want. I think one of the ways is that you've traveled here a couple of times with me. Some of these people have never traveled abroad. And they've come to Switzerland, to Davos. For them it's highlight. And let me tell you, what my turnover rate is among them. 0. None of them leave, right? And they've been offered jobs twice or 3 times the price, right? And they have refused. They said, we looked after here. And I think that is the legacy I want to pass on to my son.
जान पाकिस्तान दिल दिल पाकिस्तान जान जान पाकिस्तान दिल दिल पाकिस्तान जान जान पाकिस्तान दिल दिल पाकिस्तान जान जान पाकिस्तान